Russia wants foreign countries to acquire its upgraded T-14 Armata tank, but Russia doesn't appear to be interested in the new tank. The question is whether other countries will choose a tank that Russian manufacturers seem to be unable to produce and that Russia is unlikely to purchase. In this video, we are going to talk about this powerful military tank just launched. Nonetheless, Rosoboronexport, the state weapons manufacturer that produces the Armata, attempted to market the new tank at Army 2022, a large defense trade event sponsored by the Russian government. The Russian army has purchased a few T-14s, and the Armata has been conspicuously missing from what should have been its baptism of fire, the Ukraine war. Welcome to the new video of military future. Russia had reservations as well. Moscow initially declared intentions to purchase 2,300 Armatas by 2025 for an estimated $4 million each. By 2020, that number had been reduced to 132 as the Russian army chose to upgrade its current tanks. Production and economic deficiencies pushed this back to 2025 by 2018 until Russia reported the apparent termination of the main production run on July 30th, 2018. However, as of 2021, the Russian state-owned TASS news agency reported that the Armata was anticipated to enter serial manufacturing in 2022, with the delivery of a test batch of 100 to the 2nd Guard's Tamanskaya Motor Rifle Division beginning in 2022. It is now known that much more testing will be necessary, and the tank will not be ready until 2023. However, if Russia maintains a constant supply of troops and military hardware deployed around Ukraine, as it looks increasingly possible, the new tank might be on the battlefield around 2023. Russia's next-generation T-14 Armata tank has been dubbed a paper tiger due to many delays since its debut at a military display in 2015. The Uralvagonzavod Russian defense company created the T-14 Armata main battle tank. The T-14 Armata's development began in 2013, and the prototype was delivered in 2015. According to initial rumors, the new Armata might be based on the Russian main battle tank T-95 Object 195 and the project tank Black Eagle, which was unveiled to the public in 1999 at the Omsk Defense Display. The Armata will be more powerful than the most recent generation of main combat tanks, the T-90. The Armata now has an unmanned remote weapon station turret. According to Russian analysts, the advent of the remotely operated cannon will eventually lead to the construction of a completely robotic tank that may be deployed as part of an assault spearhead. The Armata's innovative design and idea astounded specialists. It is a high-tech vehicle with an active defense system to fire down anti-tank missiles, advanced sensors and data networking, onboard drones, and a high degree of automation. If Russia's new T-14 Armata ever sees combat, it might be quite the beast. It features a low profile, like American and Western tanks, to make it a more difficult target to strike. The Arama T-14's new unmanned remote turret is outfitted with a new generation 125mm to a 821M smoothbore cannon with an automated loading and 32 ready-to-use rounds. The main cannon can also launch a new laser-guided missile with a range of 7 to 12 kilometers. A new guided missile will be able to be fired by the Russian T-14 tank. It has been incorporated into the ammo load of the proposed 152mm cannon. No current tank protection can withstand a missile strike since it can break through armor twice as thick as the U.S. Abrams tank. The new missile employs Reflex-M 9K119M guided weapon technology based on contemporary fire control concepts. The complex contains artillery ammunition, which consists of a guided missile and a thrower to propel the missile out of the barrel. It is the size of a standard 152mm high-explosive fragmentation shell. The T-14 Armata has 45 rounds in total. According to certain Russian sources, the T-14 Armata might be outfitted with a new 152mm gun in the future. The Armata's initial scale model, released in July 2012, revealed that the vehicle features a secondary weapon, perhaps a 57mm grenade launcher positioned on the left side of the turret and a 12.7mm machine gun mounted on the right side. The Armata T-14 is split into 3 sections: the hull with 3 crew members at the front, the unmanned remote-controlled turret weapon station in the center, and the power pack in the back. To improve survivability on the battlefield, the crew compartment will be separated from the motor compartment. This design innovation not only reduces the profile of the MBT, making it less visible on the battlefield, but also significantly improves crew safety and survivability. The crew compartment is armored with many layers for increased crew survivability. This is said to be able to withstand a strike from practically every sort of tank bullet. The Armada's forward part is protected by an active defensive system designed to counter anti-tank weaponry like guided missiles, rockets, and rocket-propelled grenades. The T-14 Mantilla masking system includes a radar-absorbent coating that, according to the manufacturer, will conceal the tank from detection. The Armada has upgraded sensors, updated communication gear, and an active electronically scanned arrayed radar. The wide-angle cameras provide the crew with 360-degree all-around imagery, while the commander's sight on the turret also provides a full field of view. A 360-degree panoramic sight positioned in front of the turret's remote weapon station allows the commander and gunner to have all-around battlefield surveillance while unaffected by turret mobility. The T-14 is outfitted with wide-angle cameras installed around the vehicle to provide complete 360-degree all-around visibility on screens and situational awareness. The gunners are equipped with a periscope and a laser designator. The cameras provide heat detection as well as infrared targeting. This technology works well in all weather conditions, as well as at night and in low-light situations. The T-14 Armada is outfitted with a computerized fire control system that automatically generates the fire control solution based on data from a muzzle reference system and a wind sensor installed on the turret's roof. A battlefield management system is also installed on the tank. The T-14 Armada weighs 48 tons that has a top speed of 55 miles per hour on the road. If that speed is correct, it'll outrun a T-90 and an M1A1 Abrams. It has a range of at least 311 miles and a 1,500 horsepower engine. The T-14 Armada is much more than a tank. It is intended to serve as an all-purpose platform for new armored personal carrier and other combat vehicles. The Active Protection System, or APS, on this next-generation battle tank can intercept and destroy incoming missiles, as well as defend against all types of anti-tank missiles. The tank is anticipated to meet STANAG 4569 Level 5 levels of protection. To give extra protection against rocket-propelled anti-tank grenades, or ATRPGs, it incorporates reactive armor in the front and bars armor in the back. The tank may be outfitted with additional active and passive armor. In effect, Russia appeared to have built a tank capable of defeating NATO tanks based on quality rather than the number with the Armada. Even if 20 T-14 Armadas were available today, they would not make a significant difference on Ukraine's battlefield if the invasion occurred. If you liked the video, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and hit the bell icon. The tank's nuclear, biological, and chemical, or NBC defense, automated fire suppression system, and smoke grenade dischargers add to the crew's survivability. Because of its great endurance and mobility, the T-14 may have been more beneficial for swiftly covering huge swaths of land, as well as surviving against Ukrainian infantry armed with American Javelin anti-tank missiles, which were deployed as an asymmetric asset to defeat superior Russian armor. Ukraine alleges that Western sanctions have hampered Russian tank manufacturing by depriving producers of imported components, particularly electronics, that Russia cannot make locally.